So hi guys, good evening. Am I live? Am I clear? Is my screen okay? My sound okay? Just confirm in the comment section before I continue. Yeah, so if you can hear me clearly, just type yes. Okay. Okay, I think so. I'm okay. Most of you are saying yes. 32 of you can hear me. Okay, so let's reach to 50 so that we can start. But before that, I just want to analyze XAUSD before any other pairs. See what the direction for today. What are we predicting? Are we bullish or are we bearish on it? First of all, gold in the last for the last whole day, it has been doing some liquidity buying, weak outs up and down. But the overall trend of gold on daily time frame, I can clearly see it's bullish. So if it's bullish, it means that we are buying this market here. So this is gold on daily time frame. We can all see that today's candlestick is very blue, which means a bullish momentum on XAUSD. So if I lower down the time frame to at least 4-hour time frame, the same thing continues. The same trend continues bullish. But now we have a very strong structure at this level. You can all see that at that level. So this is a zone that the market has been respecting for some time. Whenever the market comes back on those structures, the market respects and sells. So if now we are bearish on these markets, yeah. If now we are bullish, it has to create some new highs again to go and form a new high. But now because we have a very strong zone there where it did a change of character here on the 4-hour time frame, this market can decide to sell at this level. Okay. And also to fill that gap. Ile gap tulikuwa tunasema, the market came and filled it, now it's dropping. So we can all find any opportunity for us to sell this market rather than to buy. Because we already have a change of character in the 4-hour time frame, if you can see here. So we should be looking for a short position on the 4-hour time frame. We should lower the time frame to at least 50-minute time frame for an entry on it. So if I lower the time frame to 2-hour, you guys can able to see that that market is kind of rejecting those buys, kind of showing momentum to sell. Yeah. So we have some structures here that we should be targeting if you're going to sell. So target tuko chini. So that's on a 2-hour time frame. But remember, you can't take a trade on a 2-hour time frame. Let's go into the lower time frame, like 2-hour time frame. Sorry, on a 1-hour time frame, 15:30, or even sometimes 5 minutes for an entry. Okay. So here we on a 2-hour time frame on gold. Yeah. So let me just lower more. Let me zoom in on the 30-minute time frame. On a 1-hour time frame. That's gold on 1-hour time frame. Yeah. On a 1-hour time frame, we have a very good kind of rejection that shows the sales momentum is about to kick in. But now the market has already filled the gap. So you can have more momentum ya kusell rather than buys. So more momentum ni kushuka si kupanda. So we should be looking for a change of character. We should be looking for a head and shoulder pattern or a change of character on the lower time frame on gold. Okay, si kwa 1-hour time frame na si kwa 45. We should lower again on the 30-minute time frame 15 to find any change of character here. So let me go now on the 30-minute time frame. Yeah. So that's the market on the 30-minute time frame. What can you see? For me, I can able to see that you have a pattern here, which is an head and shoulder pattern. That's a reversal chart pattern that shows sales opportunities. So we have a chart pattern there that's kind of showing some sales opportunities in this market. So which chart pattern is this? you have a head and shoulder pattern here. Then now you have the neckline here, right? So this, okay, now remember this market has changed the character on the higher time frame, like 4 time frame. At the same time, on the 30-minute time frame, it has already formed a head and shoulder pattern, right? All of us can able to see that it has already formed an head and shoulder pattern. And if you know, an head and shoulder pattern is a pattern that shows at least bearish, at least short position, at least some long-term sales, okay? At least some long-term sales, at least up to this low. So if this market is going to confirm sales here, you are going to take instant sales all the way to this low. But we must have a change of character. Here we just have a head and shoulder, but we don't have a change of character yet. So if you have that change of character, that's when you are going to be interested with taking those sales opportunities on XAUSD on the 50-minute time frame. Okay. So where will be the change of character be here? So once if this market change the character there, that's when you should be looking for a short position targeting this low. And guys, I think so that's okay. On gold, I'm not going to take a buy right now because of what? On the 4 time frame, we have a change of character. On the lower time frame, you have a head and shoulder pattern that strongly show bearish momentum or sellers are in place. So we are going to take those sales here once if it changes the character or a new lower high for more sales. So a short position there, we should be targeting this low. But remember, once if it changes the character, okay? So that's the XAUSD on 50-minute time frame. So up to there, any question? I'm going to read the comment section from you 70 of you. So if you have any question on the same, you can just ask before you continue. So that's XAUSD on the 50-minute time frame. Any question? So we don't have a clear entry now. So don't try to sell gold right now, because bado hujafanya change of character. So once if it does that, that's when you are going to take it. But up to now, no any instant trade. No any instant trade right now on gold. Go to 5-minute time frame. So what is it on the 5-minute time frame? Remember 5 minutes are for entries, right? So we don't have a change of character yet, but remember the aim of 5-minute time frame or the lower time frame more than 15 is just for an entry. So let's go back to 15. Remember 15 ndio tunataka what? Change of character. For a candlestick to hold below. That's where now we will consider that as a change of character. Okay. I think so we are okay. Inasema go AUD card on 30-minute time frame. Okay. Go to 5 minutes. I already did that. So let's see how far can it go. I do believe that market can give us some very good sales opportunities. Targeting the next low, this structure about 46, 45 there. That will be our target level on XAUSD. Once EVT confirms, remember. Once EVT confirm. Another thing to remember that it's not an instant trade. It's the one that we are waiting for it to change the character before taking it. Okay, so let me go to the next pairs at least to see what are you predicting for today. Going on GBP AUD. As you guys remember, this pair is kind of consolidating. We didn't have a clear direction in the morning on GBP AUD on a 4 time frame. So we're still waiting for that either way breakout. So let's be patient, wait for that. AUD card. So the AUD card came and filled up the cup, but now looking for more bearish momentum. So if you took this trade, let me go on the 30-minute time frame. It has already left an OB, of which this OB is a bullish OB. So we have two things at the same time here. Look at this. We have a bullish OB that shows sales, and then here we have a bearish OB. So this one shows buys, this one shows sells. So okay, depart on the size situation that we are seeing two things at the same time. It's better even to kuachana your trade, because can you imagine taking this buy, ikifika hapa it changes to sells. So no any good confirmation to to show that this trend is in a delay with a specific trend. So tuachane na kidogo. So let's go to other pairs like AUD/JPY. So this one AUD/JPY is still waiting for this OB to buy. This OB to buy on the 1 hour time frame. AUD/USD. AUD/USD kinda again respecting the OB. We have an OB here at this level. So this one is like a kinda looking for buys opportunities right now because of an OB area. So in the next 7 minutes, if that candlestick closes like that, we should be having a very good long position. Stop loss below the structure. Take profit at the next high, which will be this level. I think so we'll be okay with AUD/USD. So that will be an instant trade, right? So make sure you have an account ready to take this buys. Stop loss. So what's to indicate stop loss and take profit so that you guys can SL at around 0.70220. Take profit. $0.70829. That will be an instant buys opportunities on AUD/USD. An instant buy on AUD/USD. Next, let's go to Bitcoin. We didn't have a USD/JPY. USD/JPY never confirmed. That's why we didn't take that trade. But it left a gap that I do believe that this market will come to fill this gap so that they can buy. But it's still consolidating here. This market is still consolidating here. So no view on it right now. Euro AUD. View Euro USD. I'm trying to look currency that looks clean. Here we have Euro USD. So this was an instant trade, which is still going on. I do believe that this market is going to fill this gap very, very easy. So nothing to do but to hold if you took it. So it's still pumping up. Remember, our take profit levels should be above should be a 1.17207. That will be a take profit levels. So hold if you are still in all the way to a take profit. Next we have GJ. GBP/JPY. GBP/JPY. GBP/JPY kinda rejecting the sorry. So we have on NZD/USD here on the 1 hour time frame. So if I go higher time frame like at least 4 hour, this market ilienda fill the gap, but now rejecting for a sell. If I lower back on the 1 hour time frame, we have an OB left here on an NZD/USD at this level. So if you are still in or looking for more short position, that market will pump so that you can sell. That's NZD/USD on 1 hour time frame. That's NZD/USD on 1 hour time frame. Next pair, we have a Euro/JPY. here we have on Euro GPP. It's not that much clear, to be honest. Look at it. So penye uoni vile inakaa, wachana nayo, go to the currency that looks clean, better. This market came all the way to this level, kind of now respecting that level for a buy. Remember, we predicted a pullback to this level so that they can buy, but now you know the momentum inachukua for a buy, so it's kind of respecting those buys opportunities. CAD JPY, it was consolidating, but now here consolidation ishatoka, so that's looking very great for a long position on it again. So if that market will pull back to this level, I think so it will continue pumping up. So a long position on CAD JPY, once it retraces, we are going to buy it. Okay, so AUD NZD. Now be on NZD, AUD NZD, USCHF. USCHF is kind of respecting this trend line for the 1 hour time frame. So look at it. So if this market is going to respect this trend line, I believe so that it's going to pump up all the way to this level, the next high. So I think so that will be a very good long position on it once if it confirm. Remember, once if it confirm, we are going to have a long position on Euro CHF. So I'm predicting bullish momentum on it. SL, let me just give out the SL and the take profit. So the SL will be around 0.923 to 332. So that's 222. That will be our SL. Our take profit should be above at least this high, which will be 0.926. That should be our take profit level. And I think so it'll be okay taking those buys opportunities on Euro CHF once EVT closes in the next that's 6 seconds, yeah. But tuone kwanza momentum in the next 30 minutes, tuone how will it, your momentum itatoka kushuka ama kupanda before we take it, yeah. But I've already given the take profit level and the stop loss level, so just a matter of waiting, yeah. And the DJPY. So silver never confirmed. GU, wow, GU respected to perfection as we said earlier. So did you guys take it? Did you guys take that trade? Did you guys take that GU buys, which I gave out instant trade on the pre-liner session market analysis? Yeah, by the way, I always go live at 8 a.m. asubuhi. So if that market is going to confirm, if you're still in, keep holding it, yeah, all the way to take profit level. USDT. USDT, we had an OB on the widget never confirmed, yeah. So, but US oil. So, US oil is kind of now confirming that break rates for more sales. which now I do believe that it has already confirmed. So if you guys are still in on that pair, so you should just take instant sales right now on it. So short position on US oil right now, yeah? Targeting the next low, which will be this level. So if you are in, take those sales opportunities on it. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Let's finish there for now. Maybe we'll continue there from the next session. And yeah, so the trade that you have already analyzed, make sure you follow it up. Once you get to confirm, you guys are going to take it live. So that's it. Have a good afternoon. See you guys at tomorrow morning.